So Yo-Yo is at my door. I open up the door. She like, tell her to come outside since she got so much mouth. I'm like, look, I will talk to you at work tomorrow. She like, oh, you want to fuck on me, but really be with her. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where the fuck you get that from? She like, tell that bitch to come outside. I'm like, look, chill. So Mark like, you want me to go get her? She like, yeah, go get that bitch. I'm like, Mark, no, I'll be right back. So I step outside. I'm like, what the fuck is you on? She like, I ain't finna let no bitch try to treat me over no little piece of dick. Like, straight dick, like, little piece of dick. So she like, tell that bitch to come outside. I'm like, I'm not finna let y'all fight at my mom crib, especially while she throwing a party. She like, I ain't gonna fight her at your mom crib. I'ma drag this bitch up and down the block. I'm like, Yo-Yo, I really need you to chill, please. I'm like, I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. So as I'm talking to Yo-Yo, she said, oh, there she go. And I turn around and look, here come Mark and Brianna. I just know Mark went to go get Brianna. I just know he went to go get her. So Brianna just come like right in front of us and just do this like, no, y'all keep talking. She say, no, bitch, you got all that mouth. She like, can you back it up? Brianna like, so you wanna fight me? What we're fighting for? She like, what we beefing for? I'm like, ain't nobody fighting nobody. I'm like, come on. So I grab Brianna. She like, bye. So Brianna telling Yo-Yo like, bye. Yo-Yo like, don't worry. I'm going to sit in the car and smoke my blunt. I'll wait for you. So I turn around like, yo, I'm going to go get the security guard. She like, you can go get the security guard. I'm not on your property. I'll park around the block. I'm going to wait for her to come out. I'm like, yo, you tripping? Why you acting like that? She like, nah, it ain't even about you. But I ain't finna let no bitch disrespect me. She said, Brianna, like, who you calling a bitch? She said, you, bitch. So I'm like, come on, Brianna, let's just go. So Mark like, well, y'all finna fight. Y'all finna fight. Come on, fight. I'm like, Mark, take Brianna in the crib. So he like, no, I ain't got nothing to do with this. So Brianna like, ain't nobody got to take me to the crib. So old girl like, Yo-Yo like, so you want to fight? Come on, bitch. It ain't shit. We can get out in the middle of the street. So I'm like, Yo-Yo, let me talk to you. So Brianna like, really, you want to talk to her when you should be talking to me? I'm like, okay. I'm like, Brianna, can you please go in the house? Let me talk to Yo-Yo. She like, no. I ain't going nowhere. She like, girl, don't nobody want your man. Okay, it's your boyfriend. You so stuck. Nobody wants your man. So I'm like, look, we cool. I said I'm going to talk to you when I get to work. Can you please leave my mom property? So she looked at me. She said, bet. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see your man tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, Rody Doty. Boom. She walks off. Now we walk back in the crib. Mind you, I'm high as shit. Brianna is mad. She stormed back off to my room. So I look at Mark. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened to cover? He like, man, she asked where you was at. I told her you was outside, still talking to Yo-Yo. I'm like, you bogus. He like, hey, who gonna go clean up that throw up from downstairs? I'm like, fuck, I forgot about it. I'm like, look, keep an eye out on the door. Make sure you tell everybody they cannot use the bathroom downstairs. Send them back out there to the potties. He like, all right, bet. He like, man, I'm high as hell. I got the munchies. I'm like, look, we finna get ready to roll. I'm like, and we're gonna drink some of the Boom Farm. I'm like, let me just go run up here and talk to Brianna real quick. He like, your ass in trouble. I'm like, man, I'm too high. Like, I was already paranoid and high, but I was getting blown at the same motherfucking time. So boom, I go upstairs in my room. Brianna just sitting there, right? So I'm like, you mad at me, right? She like, nah, I'm not mad. It's all good. She like, let me see the phone. I said, all right. So I give her the phone. So now, mind you, I ain't even been using this phone, so she not gonna see nothing. So she like, why the fuck she felt the need to come over here? I'm like, I really don't know. She like, you be flirting with her at work? I'm like, no, I don't. I'm like, I really like you. I'm like, I want to be with you. You my girlfriend. I'm like, why you think I told her that you my girl? She like, I swear to God. She like, you better not play me. I'm like, look, we here to have a good time. I'm like, fuck her. I'm like, I'll deal with her tomorrow. She like, you better tell me everything that will happen. I'm like, I am. So boom, we get the twisting up. I get the twisting up in my room. All I hear is, do, 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 do. I open up the door. It's my mom. I'm like, hey, mom. Now, mind you, I'm rolling up. But I put the blunt, when I opened up the door, I had the blunt in my other hand. So when I saw that it was my mom, I'm like, oh, hey, mom. She like, what y'all in here doing? I'm like, nothing. Immediately, I balled up everything up in my hand and put my hand in my pocket because my mama pushed the door open. She like, what y'all up in here doing? And why are you sending everybody out there when I'm sending people in here to pee? I'm like, somebody threw up there. I'm like, none. I was in here just talking to Brianna real quick. Something just happened. I'm like, somebody tried to come through the front door and then they got mad at her. And so she got upset. So I just came up here to talk to her. She said, I don't give a fuck. Don't bring nobody up here, and especially shutting no doors. She She said, Brianna, no disrespect, honey, but I don't want no babies on my watch, okay, love? Go back to the living room. She looked at me, she said, Rody Dody, I told you nobody in the damn room. I said, I know, I'm sorry, Mom. She said, next time you're going to have a sorry ass. She said, now who the fuck threw up down there? I'm like, the lady with the blonde hair. So we go down and my mom said, oh, Mom, I'm going to throw up. Oh, my. Oh, I said, I'm going to clean it up, though. She said, okay. She like, I can help you. I'm like, no, Mom, I got it. I said, just go up there. I'm like, I said, I'm going to clean it up. She like, look, they could pee, but in 15, 20 minutes, that should be up. I'm like, okay. She like, and let them go down here. Don't let them go up there to my nice bathroom. I'm like, I got you, Mom. Boom, my mama leave. I go back upstairs and look at Mark. I said, Mark, why the fuck you ain't let me know Mom was coming? He like, she came so fast. I was in the living room. You told me to sit in the living room. She came fast as hell. Now, mind you, Mama ain't really even looked in our eyes. So Mark say, you got the blunt? I said, uh-huh. I pulled it out of my pocket, right? And I was like, I bought it up, but I ain't got no other swisher. So Mark like, shit. I'm like, you want to go down there, Miss Jackie? He like, yeah. Now, Martin dipped. He went down there to Miss Jackie. We ain't really worried about our mom catching us. Now, I'm with Brianna. Brianna like, look, we gonna drink this. So we start pouring it in like these little Hawaiian little bottles, right? Little blue, little Hawaii punch. We kept mixing it and having a drink. So my mom wouldn't even know the difference. So boom, Mark finally come back. We twist up. Mark like, well, we gonna smoke it. So I say, you know what? We can smoke out in the front, but if somebody come up that know my mom, they gonna see us smoking. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just smoke in my room. So he like, no, let's smoke in the bathroom. He like, that's more better. I say, yeah, we're going to smoke in the bathroom. So now we go upstairs to the bathroom. Mark cuts on the shower, right? So when we go in there now, we hitting the blunt. All right, and I got the bathroom window up. So I'm like, I'm hitting it and I'm blowing it out the bathroom window. So all of a sudden, I hear somebody trying to come in. So I'm like, you got to go downstairs to use the bathroom. So he like, it's me, stupid. I'm like, Caleb. He like, yeah, I have to poopies real bad. I can't poopies downstairs. It's too cold downstairs. I'm like, just go to your room. But he like, it's about to come out. It's about. Now he being dramatic, talking about it's about to come out. So Mark like, he gonna smell it. I'm like, I know. So I started grabbing some of my mom like scenty stuff and started spraying it. So I'm like, look, put the blunt up. So we put the blunt out. We put it up in our pocket. Boom. We open up the bathroom door. You see the steam from the bathroom and everything. Kayla was like, what were y'all in here doing? Taking a shower together? I'm like, no, just poop. He like, it's slipping out my butt crack. Now, he's in the bathroom. We comes out the bathroom. Mind you, it's full of fat. We feel it. We feel hot, right? So, boom, I'm like, I'm hungry as hell. Mark like, me too. He like, all the food out there, though. So I'm like, how the hell we gonna get some food? So Mark like, your eyes red as shit. I'm like, your eyes red as shit. Brianna like, I think all of our eyes red as shit. So I'm like, who gonna go back there and get the food? So Mark like, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, she gonna know I'm high. I'm like, you ain't got no eye drops? He like, nope, I ain't got no more of those until I go to the store. I'm like, fuck. All right, we got to think. So, boom, Caleb comes out. He like, can somebody come up here and wipe my butt? When I say that, blew the fuck out of me. Because Brianna didn't know I was wiping my brother butt, okay, after he was done pooping. So she said, what do you mean by that? So Mark like, Rody Dody, go do your duty. I'm like, you cold-blooded. So I go up there. And I wipe Caleb butt or whatever. So I'm like, Caleb, I'm like, you hungry? He like, no, just for cookies. I'm like, can you do a big favor for me? I'm like, I'll make you 10, 11 cookies. He like, what? I'm like, can you go out in the back and go get me some chicken or whatever's out there? He like, out there in the back? I'm sorry, y'all. He like, out there in the back? I'm like, yeah. He like, well, all those people at? I'm like, please, please, please. He like, okay. So now I go back in the living room, right? I tell him like Caleb went out there. Now, I don't even know. Look, y'all got to remember. Caleb is the baby brother. Mad weird. Caleb comes back, right? In the living room. He got like a grocery store shopping bag. But he dumped the food, all the food like chicken, mashed potato, everything in a doggy bag. He like, here go y'all doggy bag. And he just slammed it. Just tossed that shit. Joe, and it just like kind of slightly came open and some of the mashed potatoes hit Mark's face like, so Caleb started laughing. He like, what the fuck is this? So he like, that's y'all food. I'm like, Caleb, how you just gonna slock all this in a bag, bro? He like, just eat it. Be grateful. I'm like, Caleb knows. So Mark like, man, you can't never do nothing right. So he throw it in the trash. So Caleb like, all right, what do you guys want? So I'm like, just bring some chicken. Don't bring no sides. Just bring some chicken. So he's like, okay. Caleb go back out there again. Caleb comes back in, right? He got a pan of fucking chicken. I say, how you walk out from the back with that? He like, I have my ways. He like, my butt itching. Oh, wait, I have my ways. And I was just like, wait, you need to scratch the butt, then touch the pan. I'm like, just give it here. So he like, say thank you. I'm like, your cookies is going, thank you. So now we're banging, trying to kill our high. Boom, we hear a back door now opening. Somebody come in and you hear the dude like, man, I'm gonna fucking go out there and I'm gonna shoot it. Like, straight like that. He like, he keep being in my bitch face. Now, you know when people start drinking and feeling themselves, they be on dummies. And we don't even know how dude possibly got this blicky. We don't even know how he got the blicky in it because everybody supposed to get patted down. But so happily, he got in there with the blicky. So he talking, we in the living room. But we can hear them talking in the kitchen. So I go in the kitchen like, hey, I'm like, y'all got to use it. So he like, nah. He like, can we go out your front door? I'm like, nah, everybody got to go out the back door. He like, but I really need, he like, my car is parked closer this way. I'm like, yeah, but I stay here. He like, I never saw you before. I said, you never saw me before? Now, this is a grown, overly grown, drunk dude talking to me. He like, I never saw you before. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, the people party that this is, those my parents. He like, you sure? I'm like, I'm positive. I'm like, but if you're not going to the bathroom, you got to go to the back way. He like, no, I'm going to the front. So Mark come, he like, hey, you got to go around the other way.